Hello guys, so today we are going to be making a coffee cup in 3D. So first of all, we're going to be deleting everything here because we are not going to be needing it. So just delete and Shift A, import, go to this image and import image as plain. If it's not there, just go to your preference and activate it. You can just search image as plain, turn it on, save and load. So I've done that already, so I'm not going to do it again. So right now, Shift A, bring the image, and here's my reference. I'm going to be using it as reference. And when you click and this tab is going to come out, make the X 90 one. So we zoom in and let's go to material preview. Yes, so we're going to try to achieve something very close to this, or if not exactly the same. So I'm going to add a circle because you can use a circle or a cylinder, but this will be perfect to start with a circle. Yes, so just scale it and then move back to one, take it down. So I'm going to scale it down. Okay, so I'm okay with this. So tab, select everything with A, then F, then go to fill it. Tab bar, go to object mode, click one to take the front view. Then I'm going to tab into that circle again because I'm going to be extruding. I will extrude a little bit. Let me see, I will just extrude everything up. I'm going to do the subdividing when everything is perfect. Okay, so I'm going to scale this till it's here. Yes, so I like it here. Yeah, so let me add a loop cut. A loop cut here and make it bigger. Yes, okay. We're having the shape already. Let's get the block out first and tab into this. I want to move my cursor. So when I tab in, I'm going to click this face, Shift S, then cursor to selected, tab at back. So any update I'm adding is going to come out from where the cursor is. So I'm going to add another circle now, then scale it down. A, G, C, take it up. Yes, take it up. So scale it, C, it fits. You get what you like actually. Um, tab, select everything, then F. Yes, this is it. Click one back, then we're just going to see extruding. When you're modeling going to be extruding and doing some loop cuts. That's what you're just mainly going to be using edit mode in Blender while modeling. So just try to get the perfect. Okay. I'm going to extrude again, take it down, make it wide, extrude down again since I don't want my own cover to be wide like this. Okay, S, make it wide, then extrude one more time down. I think this one will be the final one. Let's just make it. And our coffee cup is not going to having those sharp edges. Let's just move our reference outside right now. G, then X or Y, anyone how your cup is, how your camera view is. I mean, so there's something on the body there. As well, we're going to be holding our cup, but we don't have it there. And that was what our loop cut was for actually. So I'm going to move to wireframe mode, select it. So what's my thing? Switch from face to this edge select it, then go back to material preview, control B, yes, then shift D. Once I shift, I'm going to duplicate it and I'm going to separate it because I'm going to be giving it different texture, so I don't want to be moving to the texture in just one cup and start assigning stuff. So this is a separate object entirely on its own. So when I click A, then S to extrude, you can use Z or Y to extrude when you want it to extrude to a particular direction. So this is not going to be very big actually, just for us to put the cup. So one, I think we are 70% done. Just selecting everything. But we make the edges. We're going to bevel the edges instead of first beveling. Just add the bevel modifier, and if you notice this edge, let me control Z so you take a look at what's happened. Move back to object mode. Control Z, then bevel. See? Yeah, yes, so just take it down back. Yes, I like it like that. So I'll make it 5 here. It's nice. So we're going to do the same for this cup also because it has a lot of sharp edges and yes, it's so make this 5 also. So yes, we have what we want. Just shade smooth, shade smooth, just shade smooth everything. Let me go to render mode for circle. You're going to make stuff realistic with if you need to add more lightning and I don't want to spend much time in this tutorial. So okay, let's click one back and add texture to see how it looks. I'm going to add the dark texture here, but not that dark. I'll go to name this. I just name this dark. You can name it anything you want. I'm just going to name it dark and this dark also. Yes. Now, so we need to lighten up the scene. Or you can use just use your color picker to paint this. Just use your color picker or anything. Just make it a little metallic 0.1 and this just make it a little metallic. Leave it there, everything I like and put 0.1 also. Um so now we don't need this reference again, we don't need it so we just need to lighten up our thing by ourselves and just I normally use cube because it's a white background. So and there's shadow on the ground instead of me adding different plane, rather use a cube. GY take it back. Then we're going to bring that out tab N. I normally use this to also control my camera instead of using this rotation. I think this will make the camera more stable and I know the ditch to get the exact camera view already for me. Take it back, then this. So we're not going to be creating exactly like that stuff. We're not just going to be leaving the cup like this. Let's make it look more interesting. Maybe two different cup with two different color. Oh, everywhere is dark and now we need to add area light. Yeah, I like this. This area light won't give me exactly what I want. I don't know if you are a professional, you can use area light, but I like using emission in Blender. Maybe adding a plane use emission to what I said beginning of the tutorial, any object at all. Select the face, click P, separate. So this is an entire object on its own. So anything I'm doing does not have to do with this former object again. So I'll make this an animation instead. So when I click 0 to enter my view back and here's my cup. I want to lighten up the scene more. So I'm going to G then bring it down more. GZ bring it down more. And yes. I'll leave it like this for now. Select the cup object. Select the cup object. Let's make everything a collection. Just name it cup. Let's name everything, make everything a collection. Then let's make it interesting. Let's make it look more interesting. Turn it around. It should be better, not just that idle position. Turn it around. Control Z, sorry, Shift D. Then move it. We're going to have two different cup with two different color. I want this to be at the back of this one, but also facing a different direction. Then 0, take it up. I've seen those brand advertising their stuff. Something like this. Yeah, I'm having a vibe right now. So I want to change this color. So one thing you should know is that these two material with this formula are still linked to this first cup. The main cup I created has still linked to the second cup. So watch, once I press red, it's going to change for both of them. But Control Z right now, then we're going to cancel this material. Let me just name it instead. Let's name it white cup. White cup. And let's name this, let me see, brown. Just cancel this, then I'm going to rename it brown cup. Yes, so let's play around with it. Yeah, it is. No, I don't like this too much. So just take it here and bring it down a little. Play around till you are okay with what you have and make the turn point one or two. And this whole background is having the same color with this cup. I don't like it. Let me check something. Mm, I can leave yours like that if you like it, but me, I don't like it. So I don't like this edge here also. This edge at the end, I don't like it. Mm, mm. Let's go back to object mode and what we're going to select this edge. We're going to Control B, then V to make it smooth. I have not get what I want. Let's Control B only first. Yes, Control B only. Then I'm going to play with the segment. So this is on that way to bevel without adding a modifier. We're going to play with segment and there it's smooth. So if I go back here, there's no really sharp edge there, just the plain. Let's shade smooth. Shade smooth. And yeah, here's your coffee cup. I'm just going to render and show you guys my results. Thank you very much for watching. Hey guys, so here's my final render, but I was not okay with it when I rendered it. But we can also use composition in Blender to make stuff better. But I started using Photoshop recently. I don't have much knowledge with it, but I'm going to show you guys what I can do with it that will help your render get better. So first of all, we're going to duplicate this. Just duplicate layer here, this, and that's cut. You just leave it, copy, yeah. Okay, so I'm mainly going to be working with the copy, so maybe when we are done we're going to check which is better. I'm going to move to filter and filter, camera raw filter, and just give it time. It's going to load and they are going to bring out a lot of gradient stuff, so you can just play with it. And yet is I'm going to just make your render better. First of all, let me check the temperature. Is it yeah, I think this is better for me. Exposure scene is very light. Should I take it down? No, you don't have to touch everything, just some things that will make your cup look better. And for the shadows, no, shadow is okay. I like the shadows here. And if you want the cup to be very shiny, you can increase the texture and leave it here. So let me leave it here. I want to leave it like that. And the vibrance, just play around with it till you get something perfect. Seems like it's becoming too much and I don't want that. So leave it here, take it down a little bit. The saturation. As I said before, you don't have to touch everything, just play around with it and you get something that you think will make your render look more better. So the sharpening, I normally increase mine a little, not very much. So no need to touch noise reduction because while rendering in Blender, I turn on my denoising, so there's no noise right now. And you can check out this other stuff, but right now, if you want to increase anything, it should be the blue. Yes, just and that is it. So press OK. I know you were expecting to see something very long, but check it out. So here's my Photoshop render and just check out the difference. Here's my Blender render and final render when I composited it with Photoshop. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.